And I love that name.
There we go. Starflark, definitely a name to remember. Let's see how he does here against our Lord and Savior DauT. We got Starflark in the blue playing as the French. And on the other side of the map, we have DauT, Gamer Legion DauT, playing as the Red Mongols. There we go. We just switched the flags at the top of the round just to... what's that? There's no real good... What statue is that? Is that the Mongol monument?
I have no idea. It looks like a villager. I don't know. Not really sure. But look at this lovely panning here by Lidicor. Oh my gosh. So good.
Yeah, I'm getting in the mood for some cinematic Age of Empires 4 right now. But yeah, this is looking interesting. Okay, so let's see. We got DauT here on the left side. Let's look at a couple of the resources that we got. Yeah, now this is a monument. That's the kind of monument that you want to be showing off. Purely gold, and I mean, the villager, when you look at him, he doesn't look that great in comparison. Okay, so here we go. We got DauT actually scanning around with his Gur. Actually, a really nice mechanic. If you unpack the Gur next to a neutral sheep, for example, it acts like a normal mill. And one of the attributes that mills have is if they're close to a neutral sheep, they will actually convert their sheep. So you can have the Gur just running around on the map and have that be like a very slow but still efficient second scout in order to get some sheep. But here we go. We see the early barracks coming in. That can only mean one thing.
Yep, spears are becoming across, and probably some part of a tower rush. And yeah, you see that Gurm kind of moving around. You got to kind of time it right, because at some point you probably want to plop that down on your gold mine. I've actually played a little Mongols this week myself, and kind of figured out, like, sometimes you get lucky and you can put your town center buy wood and gold right away, and you don't have to. You could just keep scouting with your Gur, essentially, if you want to. But in cases like this, you see how far that gold is kind of to the south. You definitely want to make sure you get that there in time, so you could slowly make that transition to the next stage. But there's that barracks. You see the Starflark has scouted it, and I'm sure he knows what's coming his way. If he's played against Mongols before, this probably isn't a huge surprise.
Yeah, it reminds me right now, with the gold being a little bit further from the town center, there was this meme today that I saw on Reddit in the Age of Empires 4 subreddit. Sheep being missed there. It's when the when the Mongols gold spawns on like a different continent, and this certainly does feel like it. There's a good bit of distance between the gold and the town center. So could be exposed there. A single knight could do a tremendous amount of damage here, but now we see the spears already moving to the other side. Is there a villager accompanying these spears? It doesn't look like there's a villager with the spears right now.
Yeah, just spears so far, so maybe that villager comes later, or it could be, there we go, there comes a villager. Yeah, I don't know about you, but when I spawn in as Abbassid, I'm screaming and cussing if my my berries and my gold is forward when I'm against French. 5 on gold, okay. Oops. Maybe a wheelbarrow?
Yeah. There's no spear. Yeah, there's wheelbarrow immediately being researched. Okay, that's interesting. That's not a build that I've seen before. But it also looks like there's no villager coming forward for a tower on the gold. So it looks like DauT is only going to be using his spears here. And I think that's fair, because I think that stone mining camp there is not in range of the town center. But we do see Starflark already going up to the next stage. These spears in Dark Age, they're not going to do well against Royal Knights. I know it's a counter, in theory, but if there's an age difference between the upgrades, a Knight could definitely be able to take some really good trades here.
Yeah, I'm assuming the goal of these spears is just do exactly what we're seeing here, is just enough to push them off of gold, slow them down, because those Knights, they ain't cheap. They're expensive units, and especially if you want wheelbarrow, this is going to slow him down. And I don't love doing a tower rush against French, because once they hit the second age, they do have Knights, which are that they have tons of armor, and they don't mind to take out towers pretty easily unless you're very on top of it with defending.
Yeah, behind that, DauT also going up to... Wait. Oh, no.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know.
So for the people right now wondering what he doesn't know, if you delete a mining camp after a Mongol unit has already hit it, the Mongol player will still get the bounty. He will still get the, I think it's 25 gold and 25 wood?
Yeah.
Was it wood or food?
It's food. Now I can't remember. I think it's food. And, I don't know. Somebody knows. Chat will correct us almost instantly.
Yeah, food gold. There we go.
Yeah.
So, yeah, if you delete it, it still means that the enemy Mongol player, they're still getting 50 additional resources. You really need to delete it before a single Mongol unit is even able to touch that mining camp. else
Even
the
the
Mongol player
Khan.
will get those resources. Yeah, just a single Khan arrow is enough. If you delete it after the Khan, just poke the building with one arrow, it's enough for the Mongol player to get those resources. And now we see a villager moving across the map here. This could be a very late tower on the gold.
It's either a tower or he's starting to build up some line of sight or that YAM network. We'll have to kind of keep an eye on that villager. Of course, one of the civilization bonuses of the Mongols, if you weren't aware, they can't build walls, but they get some speed bonus with their towers and their YAM network. So you'll see typically Mongols put in kind of a highway of towers. And there we go. It looks like Starflark was trying to go for stone, which would maybe indicate a second town center. And DauT is doing a good job of denying that right now.
Yeah, Archer coming out now, though, is gonna push these spears back. Yeah, as he said, the Mongols aren't able to build walls or anything like that, so at least something that we can rule out for now with that villager moving across is him walling the enemy in. Okay, now we see a stable coming out as well. I wonder if there has been a knight, like a knight has been made by Starflark. I think that knight is moving towards the gold right now of DauT, but now there's a sneaky tower as well.
Perfect
that could deny
position.
not just the gold, but also the wood. Okay, yeah, there's a knight. He's just guarding the gold. He's making sure that there is no further gold income for DauT, meaning that DauT is very likely to have to go for an all-in the feudal age here.
Well, and he knows where that knight is, so at least he didn't sneak around and hit someone on the gold or food, or on the wood or food or something. But luckily, yeah, villagers aren't there. He doesn't really need gold unless he's trying to go up to the next stage right now. Oh, villager getting picked off by an archer. DauT. Oh, that's the DauT tower outpost right there.
Starflark had no idea that that outpost was going to go up, but then the spears, he led him there, and the archers were like, oh, thank you for telling us. I'm just going to take that villager down. Ah, no. Yeah, that's the DauT tower if I've ever seen one.
Yes, that's Spearman trying to take on a knight, but as you know, spears, they clearly don't counter knights here.
Yeah, I mean, it does say in the tooltip, the knight is a unit that's good against all units, so, I mean, it's fair. It says it in the tooltip.
Yeah, so losing, what, a villager, a spearman, so here comes the horseman. Looks like you'll finally get this knight, but that knight got some decent value. He's already down, I guess, 2 vills, and that one's going to the hospital.
Yeah, looking at the villager count right now, Starflark being ahead by 6 villagers. He hasn't even dropped that second town center yet. French, they do get the bonus speed when it comes to making their villagers. Oh, yep, deletes that mining camp. That is unlikely to go up. And yeah, he does have enough stone right now for the second town center. He's lacking the wood right now to place it, though.
Yeah. Is this kind of... It's kind of some scrappy back and forth. We have some Mongol villagers picked off. We've got some gold and stone denied. Tower trying to go up. Looks like he lost another villager there.
Yeah, this is looking rough. I'm not sure if that outpost is going to go up. He does have enough units to immediately populate that outpost with 5 units, but there's some idle units right there that could definitely help him finish that outpost. Oh, villager is going to get sniped by the horseman potentially. Nope, spearsmen are there to defend. Okay.
Yep, of course, we got the horsemen on the archers. Horsemen counters archers. Spearmen counters horsemen / knights, kind of. All right, that's kind of the balance system you're looking at here. And looks like DauT's going to hold his position, and that tower is going to probably go up here.
Yeah, the villagers right now, I mean, DauT is behind by a lot of villagers, 7 villagers right now. The archers, they're just kind of looping in and out every now and then. Now there are 3 horsemen there, so they can actually go in a little bit in order to keep those archers at bay, and that outpost is for sure going to go up. If we see arrow slits on that outpost, that is definitely going to be able to hit those villagers on the wood line.
Yep. And nice little hold there by DauT. He does get his tower completed. Oh, we can't see the villagers yet. He's going to need some line of sight in order to start getting those shots.
Yeah, that's what one of the abilities from the Khan, or in general the Mongol scouts, come in. The Khan can just run in and send out a falcon, which will provide line of sight on that. And we see right now, DauT, he's gathering a lot of wood. So it looks like he's going to copy the French player here right now with a second TC, and he's going to drop a second TC of his own.
Yeah, so Starflark still really focusing just on eco, getting that second TC down there on the deers. It looks like DauT's not really watching the deer right now. His army, if it was over there, maybe could do something. But there's DauT also dropping his own second town center. So looks like we have 2 TCs, but he's maybe gonna run in here as he's trying to build it up.
Yeah, DauT's 6th sense might be showing off. I mean, to be fair, when you place a TC, all the deer, they're gonna move. So you can somewhat guess, okay, there's very likely to be a second TC here. Another indicator was just DauT has vision on that stone. So he knows there has been enough stone gathered for a second TC. I mean, French, they really do enjoy their second TC currently in the current meta. Now we see a little fight here. Horsemen going for the archers, but the archers already took down a lot of the spearmen here.
Yep.
This is looking bad out.
Yeah, those few spearmen actually will be... those aren't knights, those are horsemen. So they probably need to get out of there when there's a few spearmen, because the spearmen very quickly can wipe out some horsemen.
Yeah, this is looking rough here. All the horsemen, they're just being thrown against the spears. DauT has to delete that outpost. Yeah, that was never gonna go. Oh, no, the invisible horseman again.
Wow.
It's the invisible horseman. He strikes, and that villager is gonna go down before he's able to deposit the gold. No, the invisible horsemen, they're real. I've heard rumors about them, but they're actually real.
I have... It doesn't look like DauT has been extremely quick on pulling his villagers. We saw a few die on the front line, a few die on the gold mine so far. So, I mean, looking at that villager count, Starflark has quite a few more villagers, 43 compared to the 30 of DauT right now. And French is going to train villagers faster.
Yeah, this is looking really rough right now for DauT. Currently, Starflark not just ahead in economy, but also in military. Man, DauT really has to pull something here. Okay, we already see Starflark. He's not a greedy player. He knows that if he puts his villagers over on the deer in the bottom, he needs at least an outpost there to defend him. So it's not easy to raid him there as well. And now we see, I don't think that's enough units there to take that outpost down with arrow slits, is it?
He's going to take some damage there. It's maybe a villager pool, but yeah, he's going to take some damage from that tower. Maybe a little bit of a military blunder here.
Yeah, I think DauT, if he's not using his military right now, he could have deposited them in the outpost or garrisoned them in the outpost. That would have been a couple more arrows. It's actually enough. The towers, they do have a lot of reduced health now compared to previously. So you're able to set them on fire much quicker. But yeah, outpost goes down, 3 units lost, 1 scout, 2 spears. So, I mean, looking at it value-wise, I think it was still worth it for DauT, especially since he denied a lot of the wood gathering there on that one wood line. So worth it for Starflark there to take it down ultimately. It would have just denied a lot of income for him in the long run. Now we see DauT moving into archers, but also looks like he's gonna transition into Castle Age here really soon.
Yeah, when you see someone gathering that much gold in the second age, they're typically going up to the next age. There's not a whole lot of uses for that gold other than those upgrades. So he's probably doing that. He could also be just banking up that gold, anticipating maybe being pushed off at that point.
Let's see if there might be a case of invisible horsemen. It might be contagious. Nope, the villagers, they do get pulled. They are gonna garrison inside that outpost. I don't think I'm always thinking, oh no, 3 units are never gonna be able to take down an outpost, but they might be. We saw it earlier that 3 units definitely do a lot of damage to outposts now. A little bit of a fight here now towards the step redoubt. It's a little bit of an aggressively placed step redoubt, but DauT has enough archers, and it feels like Starflark, he threw a couple of units away there under the outpost. So this definitely looks like the H-up is going to be successful here for DauT, so he might not be out of the game yet.
Yeah, and Mongols, if they can get to Castle Age, they can make up for a little bit of villager deficit with that step redoubt, because it's going to turn in plus 50% gold for each trip to the gold mine. So that is going to be, that's an economic boost you've got to consider once they hit the Castle Age.
Yeah, with 50% gold income, you can really just consider dropping a market and buying resources straight up. As long as you're trading, let's say, 100 wood for up to 150 gold, you're still pretty much good there when it comes to economy builds, since your gold income is going to be 50% better than if you didn't have that step redoubt.
Absolutely. See him here grabbing a few villagers there on the front. Nice, trying to get that tower up. It does look like... Ooh, that last villager. He almost had it. There we go. Gets that one. One escapes.
Still 6 villagers ahead right now, but it definitely helps. Getting a couple villagers here and there definitely helps DauT here in this situation. I wonder right now, Starflark, he's also going up to the next age. I'm not seeing a whole lot of military for him right now, though. He's floating a lot of wood right now, up to almost 900 wood. I mean, as the French, you're not going to be using 900 wood in order to make a town center. You're one of those civilizations that need stone for that. He's also going up with the guild hall. That's a little bit surprising. That means he won't be able to have as strong of an army in Castle Age as he could have.
Yeah, so that guild hall, of course, is going to just slowly generate resources over time. You can toggle it to some different res. And usually I see people pull that out when they think they're kind of pinned down in a situation and need that extra resources when they're not going to be able to go out and get it. So we'll see if he switches that. But yes, we've got DauT now in the Castle Age. We've got Starflark in the second age, or third age. We'll have to see how he deals with these raids, as DauT's been training up some Lancers.
Yeah, I mean, he already walled himself pretty much fully. There's only the middle, so if DauT wants to do any damage, he would have to dive a couple of town centers. DauT also grabbing a lot of the economy upgrades. So his Age of Empires 2 player is really showing there, grabbing a lot of these economy upgrades early on. Also, we can see that the gold bank is really, really massing here for DauT. He's at 900 gold per minute. Meanwhile, his opponent, who has been off of gold for a while now, is only sitting at like a little bit over 100 gold per minute with a couple of villagers, but the gold income for DauT just looking absolutely spectacular with that step redoubt. So he's going to be able to use that gold in order to train Lancers, to train these Shamans, and he's going to be able to get a lot of these relics in. Right now, the walls from Starflark, they're not protecting any relics, and here we see Knights against Horsemen. This is not a trait that you usually want to take.
Yeah, if DauT can get a lot, I mean, he could potentially get all of the relics. That would be a huge boost to him. We do see Starflark working on making that transition to farms right now. I think DauT has done, at least up to this point, a good job kind of recovering for some early kind of villager losses and is in a pretty good spot here. This could be anyone's game.
Yeah, Starflark right now also going for the unique unit of the French Diabolatria. That's one of the best units that you could possibly make in this matchup, but okay, both players seem to be raiding each other, but I really, really like the amount of units that DauT has here, way more than Starflark has to raid. These Knights, they're not taking a lot of damage under the town center. There are a couple of Knights for Starflark here, but way more Knights for DauT, and he can just run in, and actually it looks like he's retreating for now. Starflark also using his Horsemen here due to the town center. Yeah, it looks like DauT is just setting up a little bit of a trench here forward. A couple of sprinkled emplacements coming in as well. It looks like he's going to be trying to siege from that position.
Yep, and of course, the Mongols, if you take a look at that Ubi right now and that Blacksmith, he is getting the advanced, or rather improved siege engineering. You can do that with the stone, because the Mongols, they don't spend stones on towers or walls, or, well, they spend a little bit on towers for replacements, but they don't have keeps, and they can get some of these improved upgrades. And what this upgrade will do is allow these infantry to build those siege units on the front line. So if you click on one of those archers there, you can see they can plop down mangonels or traction trebuchets, and that is really, as you see, doing it right now, a good way to start your siege.
Yeah, traction trebuchets, they are not, they don't have as much range. There's not going to be a siege tower here anytime soon, but yeah, this is a fight that DauT wins easily. Just so many Knights here, and even if you have the better Knights in theory with the French, against 4 times the number of Knights on the enemy side, it's tough luck. You're not going to be able to beat him back there, but it looks like DauT is going to be taking his time. I personally, I feel like he could really just dive in, take a lot, like just make a lot of economy damage there on Starflark. Since Starflark right now, his mass is absolutely tiny in comparison to DauT's here. Also, gather point, not gather point, but rally point a little bit forward. Losing an arbitrary there, that's not what you want to have.
Look at him, he's struggling. That looked like a painful death.
Yeah, now these trebuchets are going to be firing onto that second TC, so from there on out, Starflark is no longer going to be able to scale his economy there.
Yep, so DauT's looking to be in a strong position. I think he's just going to keep massing up units and sitting back while poking with some raids and defending his siege, is what I imagine. Here comes those Lancers. Oh!
It's a lot of villagers going down. DauT also has the second Pierce Armor upgrade in Castle Age, so these Knights, they're going to take really just very, very little damage from these town centers. And a lot of exposed villagers, they're going down right now. Villager count looking almost even. Starflark on 2 more villagers compared to DauT, but that number is gonna be even more even in a little bit as soon as the town center is gonna go down. Yeah, I think DauT is now it's even, and DauT is just gonna be pulling ahead in villagers here very, very soon. Also transitioning into crossbowmen here. This is gonna be rough for Starflark in just a little bit. I don't really see. He really has to make more units right now. He has a lot of wood in the bank right now. He needs more production buildings and just pump out arbitrary and a keep.
Okay. Yeah. Now that French keep,
Defensive keep here.
yeah, he's shown us this keep influence. Archery range stables and the influence will have cheaper units, so that's why you see him kind of building stables around that keep, or rather the keep by the stables. Oh, look at that raid.
I mean, a single knight here is a lot of value gained. Honestly, just a single knight there is able to idle a lot there for DauT, and DauT is gonna have to pull something here. This knight is gonna survive a long time. He doesn't have any range armor upgrades. He's getting them only just now. Probably not in time until that knight dies. But yeah, a single crossbowman there and the towers doing enough damage there. Starflark is every now and then poking out in order to see what army DauT has exactly, but every time he pokes his head out, it's like, ah, yeah, no, I don't want to fight that. Do I look again? Ah, no, I still don't want to fight that. It's looking rough right now, but he's still making more army behind this, just constant arbaletier production, and he really, really needs that. Just arbaletier is one of these units that really is able to bring Starflark back in the game here. He needs the Gambison upgrade on him as well, but now we see him actually go for the fight. The Spearmen, they're going to do a lot of damage against the Knights, but the Knights, they're a really, really good meat shield here. Yeah, the Knights are just soaking up the damage, the crossbowmen are able to take down the Knights and the Spears. Actually, this is looking... Yeah, no, this is still, in DauT favor.
Yeah, I think Starflark overestimated his Spearman there. Now, DauT did lose a lot of expensive units, but he's still going to win this fight, so he's going to be okay here, I think.
Yeah, this was really, really close, though. For a second, I was like, oh my god, these are so many Spears. DauT, you should pull your units back, but... No, actually keeping the Knights there, it worked out well for DauT. They were a good meat shield there, so Starflark wasn't able to take that fight. He's still making more Spears, and... I mean, is it really useful right now to make Spears? You already took down pretty much the main number advantage in terms of Knights here that DauT had. I think right now it's probably best to make a couple more Horsemen and Knights just in order to get rid of this insane archer mass that DauT has right now.
Yep, we do see one of those tractor trebuchets going down. Of course, horsemen and cavalry do a whole lot more damage to siege than they used to, so you got to be careful as you saw very quickly losing a trebuchet, which can be a big investment gone if you don't have a few spearmen around it.
We also saw the Pavisa there for a second from the Arbaletier. The Pavisa is an ability that the Arbaletier have, and they're able to put up a shield that grants them 5 more pierce armor. Wait, a third town center.
Oh, baby.
Damn. DauT is just out-booming his opponent like there's no tomorrow. Still a couple of relics, well, not a couple. There's a single relic left on the map. I'm not sure if DauT has scouted that. I mean, in theory, there's no reason for him not to get it. He has complete map control right now. Already sitting on 4 relics. That's 400 income right now. So,
well,
yeah, he doesn't have vision. Feels bad.
I think DauT, he had a lot of villagers die in that early part of the game, and he's making up for that now. He's got a lot of villagers coming back, sitting on 134 right now. I'm sorry, 88 compared to the 82 of Starflark, so he's actually surpassed him in villager count. And now the main siege has begun. That capital's going down, and in Age of Empires 4, if you lose all of your landmarks, that is an elimination. So he's got 3 of them there. That one, the School of Cavalry, and then the Guild Hall down to the south.
We check how much is in the Guild Hall right now. Let's see if he's already taken some out. Yeah, he only recently took out a lot of resources from the Guild Hall. I think it was on food before. So did get a lot of food there for a little bit. Also making a mangonel right now. I mean, a mangonel right now works since there's actually no sprinkles being made by DauT currently.
Holy trebuchets.
A lot of trebuchets. Yeah, that's a lot of trebuchets being made there right now.
The only thing I'm thinking here, though, looking at DauT's unit composition, is if Starflark got a big old mass of horsemen and ran in there, he could take out all of those trebuchets, all of those archers and crossbows. I mean, horsemen would be great. DauT should seriously consider some spearmen in his composition.
It's a little bit harder than that, mainly because horsemen, they tend to go a little ballistic when it comes to their pathing. When it comes to a lot of units, and the pathing
That's an understatement.
Yeah, it can be a little bit funky at times, but he is making the right unit right now. Just mass horsemen against all of these range units. He does only have 1 range pierce armor upgrade right now from his blacksmith. Second one could definitely... Actually, no, he had none. He's only getting the first one now, so... Once he gets that, it's definitely a lot better than if you fight without it.
Yeah, I think there's going to be a charge of the Rohirrim here soon, but that's still not a whole lot of horsemen he's got there. I was thinking he'd have a whole lot more.
With 800 food per minute, you would really expect him to make a couple more, but he's also still making Arbaletier. He has 1 mangonel, so there have to be a couple of really lucky mangonel shots here, but as we see, at the same time, DauT also prepping 2 Springles, so that mangonel could not be could be sniped down really, really quickly. Indeed, 2 sprinkles here. That's enough to one-shot a Mangonel. First Mangonel going down immediately. Horseman diving in. Already a lot of Horsemen dead. And we see the pathing here right now. Not just... They're running around the units. They're trying to take up space, but this is looking rough. Still 1 Mangonel, though, getting a couple of really, really good shots here.
Well, this really comes down to numbers. DauT has so many crossbows. Yes, horsemen are the ideal counter to the crossbow, or the mangonel, but when he has this many, when they're running around, those crossbows still do plenty of damage.
Yeah, Mangonel now going down, and now the numbers advantage is all in favor of DauT. He's just pushing in so many traction trebuchets, 5 right now, just destroying buildings left and right. And with every single building that he sets on fire, DauT is pushing his economy further and further ahead due to the bounty. We see him right now on almost 3,000 gold. It's just food right now that he's lacking in order to constantly produce units left, right, and center. He could potentially just build 10 pastures right now, and there we go. GG gets called by Starflark. DauT taking the victory here.
There we go. Game number 1 in that DauT's back pocket. I was a little nervous there for a few seconds in the mid game. He perhaps was putting up a risk with his tower rush tactics, but he pulled it back, got his villagers back in the game, and DauT is going to be eliminating the infamous Starflark.
This was definitely a much closer game than I was expecting at the beginning, judging from the seed difference here. But yeah, Starflark definitely put up a very, very good fight here in the mid game, and yeah, it's looking rough right now. When we look at the resources, though, food and wood is somewhat similar, but there's the big outlier, the gold. The step redoubt just really showing how strong of a landmark it can be.